Hi guys, yesterday I talked about what may be inhibiting your intuition. The fact that you may be getting a sign and you're holding on to something too long because you don't want to move away from a good thing. Well, today I'm going to be talking a little bit about another reason how you may be working against yourself with intuition and your intuition. And that's in the case of when your emotions are overriding what you're feeling. And this is the topic for today because, quite frankly, I'm really pissed off at my husband. And as he's asking me to tap in and see how I feel about X and Y, a new computer that we're considering, some venues that I'm considering going to. He wants to get my gut feeling, which is a great thing. When you're doing things in your life, you should be checking in and get that gut reaction. Does it feel good? Doesn't it feel good? But let me tell you, I know that when you are upset about something, it's a little bit harder to tap in. When I want to strangle my husband and he's asking me about the computer, it's like we've had this conversation 6 times. What? No, let's just stop. So there is an emotional, a visceral response around that computer right now that makes it even harder to tap in and really get a gut feel. And because of that, it's not the time to do that. My recommendation to all of you folks is if you're having a visceral response, there is a feeling you have that comes over you that is most likely negative about a situation, that's when you need to take a step back. This is where centering comes in. Centering is one of the most important basics, and unfortunately it is so overlooked in our society. People will talk about grounding and protecting, and then they'll go into allowing and encourage you to be with different techniques to open up your clairvoyance and your clairsentience and your clairaudience. They'll talk about how you can see auras and read energies. There's specified classes for medical intuition. But so often centering, the most important component of being able to understand these senses, is overlooked. Because if you have an emotional response, you're not centered. You're not able to separate what your feelings about a situation are from what that message intuition is sending you. And that is why when you are in an emotional state, if you're having a bad day, take that step back and don't try to listen to your intuition in the situation until you've calmed down. Fortunately, taking a few deep breaths usually works. Sometimes not so much, not the feeling I'm having today. I think Mercury Retrograde is having a little bit of effect on me. If you're not sure what Mercury Retrograde is, check out some of my past videos. I go into it in some of them. It's a great topic, and for the next few weeks we're suffering with Mercury Retrograde communication issues. So with that being said, I know that taking that step back and centering is a little bit harder. Fortunately, it's only in my life when I'm doing readings for others because I don't have the personal investment in the reading I'm giving. It's a lot easier to separate and segregate from that. But when we're looking for intuition to guide our everyday life, and that's really how people do use their intuition and how you probably want to use it. I mean, not everybody wants to be the medium like I am. But being a medium isn't just about talking to dead people. You've heard me say it before. You and you and you and you and you are mediums. But it's because you let your everyday intuition guide you. If you're having a hard time with emotion, you have that visceral response, it's going to be harder to do that. So guys, as I mentioned earlier, my quick and dirty trick to be able to separate that is take a few deep breaths. This is my go-to for everything. And step away from the situation. If you're having a hard time, take that step back. For myself, when my husband was asking me again about the computer, I said, honey, we can't talk about this right now. I actually didn't call him honey. I was a little frustrated, to be quite honest. And I'm like, we got to step away from this for a moment. And at that point, when we do come back to it, I know that I'll be able to check in and get more of a better gut response than what I was getting before, where it's like, just stop it with the goddamn computer It's fine. It'll probably be a little bit more of a, okay, let's see where do we stand? What's my hesitation? So guys, that's it from me today. Do tune in tomorrow because I'll be back with another topic for all of you folks. If there's a topic you want to see covered, put it in the comments below. If you like what you're seeing, subscribe to my channel and be sure to hit the bell so that you get notifications when there's a new video released. Thanks guys so much for listening and allowing me to vent a little bit. I'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye. And remember, venting is another good way to be able to get past some of venting is a little bit of a good way to help you get recentered because instead of holding everything in, you're letting it out. Just don't keep reiterating and repeating and rehashing over and over and over and over and over again because at that point you're not letting it go. And that's just creating it its truth. And then you have even a bigger centering problem to overcome because it's not just a momentary situation. It's a truth and belief that you've built within yourself. Bye, guys. I'm rambling.